Hi, I'm Kimberly Horn.
And I'm Hudson Warren. And we meant well.
Welcome back.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It has been a minute.
Probably not for them. For us.
Not for them. For us. We've been traveling.
I know.
Together.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, the best way to have more fun on any trip is to bring us along.
Absolutely. And we were not detained once. So
we were luckily not detained once. I feel like there could have been moments, but there weren't.
Yeah, we did it.
What's our topic today?
We're talking about marriage is a team sport.
Oh, Lord.
Until it's not.
Till it's not. All right. Well, what's your we meant well?
Mine's like that. My we meant well is an ongoing we meant well for me. Please do recall, if you're a new friend to the show, that I have 6 children.
6.
On top of like 85 pets. Like, not really 85, but actually, whatever, a lot. Anyways.
We've never actually confirmed the number on this show. You know that, right?
No, because it would take so long to count. I really do know everybody's name. But it's so rare that I get a kid's name right in the moment. Like I'll be looking right at them, and I don't know what that, and I know I'm not the only one. I don't know what that parent thing is in your brain, but like I'll just start. Yesterday, it took me 4 names to get to the right one. And at some point, sometimes I just go, whoever, you know who I'm talking to.
You know what I mean.
But I never thought that would actually be a thing. Like, hello, I can remember names, 6 of them at least. But like, dang, I really do get it wrong a lot.
So I'm going to make you feel better.
Good.
Because I absolutely do this exact same thing, and I only have 3.
Yeah.
So I have 3 less names to remember. And of course, I remember them. I named them. And I will literally just go down the whole gamut. Tilden, Thomas, Savannah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I made a funny this year. So I was like really tired of messing up names. And if there's any parent out there who's like, oh, I always get the names right, you're lying. I'm sorry, but you are lying. And I said, I'm going to, because I remember my mom doing this. I said, kids, New Year's resolution. I'm going to get your names right the first time. Yeah, it's over halfway through the year. And my kids now will say to me, it's a new year, Mom. That's the new joke. I'll call Tilden Thomas. He goes, it's a new year, Mom.
Yeah.
I can't get it right.
I mean,
I just start going and I'm like, you know who I'm talking about. And now it's like I've renamed them. It's like Till Thomas and Talk, you know.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
Anyways, what's yours?
Okay. So mine, we meant well, only one person even knows about, not even you. And I know you know a lot.
Looking forward.
I know. So I've only told Mike, and I even thought about not telling anybody, including this podcast, because it was probably one of my most scariest we meant well.
Ooh.
I know. So on 3 nights ago, I was doing one of my official clean out the refrigerator dinners. I like to pull out all the leftovers, and I just want to make dinner that way. It's super simple. I can clean out the refrigerator, gives me joy. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make some kielbasa also. That'll be a fun little snack. The kids love the sausage, kielbasa and stuff. So I turn on the grill, and I put the kielbasa on, and I said, I'm going to do a slow cook. Like, I'm just going to do it really slow, and which is key in this story, just so you know. So I go back in, I start cooking everything. And then one of my friends calls me over and she says, hey, can I come over? And I said, yeah. So she, of course, brings a bottle of champagne. We are sitting out on the porch on my little and I, and we talk, Hudson, at 3 a.m. We don't talk about this on the show, but I swear God woke me up from a dead sleep. The grill was still on.
Oh.
The kielbasa was burnt too. At 3 a.m. had this, I was like, I was dreaming, and all of a sudden my eyes pop open and I run at a dead sprint out of my bed to the grill to turn it off. I mean, like, I could have burned the freaking house down. My heart was beating so fast. All I could think about, house would be gone. I would have killed the kids. And oh my gosh, I
bet that kielbasa was delicious.
Oh, so I just kind of.
Was there even anything left, or had it just disintegrated?
It looked like dried black char. It was just in the perfect little kielbasa shape. Oh my gosh, it scared the crap out of me. I didn't think I was going to be able to go back to sleep. So I didn't confess it to Mike till almost 24 hours later. I was like, so I did a thing. He goes, I'm guessing everything went well or you wouldn't be confessing. I think everything went well. That scared the crap out of me.
Oh, for sure. But also, let's be real. A couple months ago, I did light my kitchen on fire.
This is true. This is true. This is true. But I just laugh because at 3 a.m. I was at a dead sprint through the house.
Yeah.
Still to this day. Every night I've gone to bed since that night, I literally have gone a checklist. Is the oven off? Is the grill off? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's my we meant well.
Oh God.
Oh my gosh. We didn't get kielbasa. I'm actually just afraid to cook it now.
I was going to say, now you'll never have it again. Now it's been.
No, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Maybe tonight or whatever. So, all right, let's get to our topic.
Yeah. What do you got? Jump in.
Marriage is a team sport. Okay. So first, I travel a lot now, but I never traveled. Matter of fact, when I met Mike, he was telling me about, my mom was stay-at-home mom until my dad passed away. Then she went to work, but it was the school system. So she was always home, never traveled.
Right.
We went on a trip. It was all of us went on a trip. So when I met my husband and we were dating and I was meeting his parents, his dad lived in New York City Monday through Thursday, and his mom lived in their house in Connecticut for whatever. And I remember thinking, I could never have a marriage like that. Like, thinking that can't be healthy. Well, fast forward, I married my husband, who is now retired Secret Service, and he traveled. Matter of fact, when we had our kids, he probably traveled the most amount when we were in D.C.
Right.
We were there for 10 years. He probably traveled, Well, now the roles have reversed, and I travel a little bit more than he does because he's now retired until today. So he's working for FIFA. He's the director of security for FIFA for Portugal. So he's got this really new cool job, and he's traveling. He'll be gone for about 4 to 6 weeks. We don't know. It depends on that. Crap. How do they do it when we're not home?
I literally don't. I'm telling you right now, Brian doesn't travel for work very much. But once in a while, he'll be gone for a day or two. It's never a long amount of time. And every time that happens, I feel like if you remember the original Beetlejuice movie, not the remake, when they walk out the door and fall into the sand and come back and so much time has passed, I'm like, it's not a day. You've been gone a month.
You've been gone forever.
And then I think, how has he not killed me yet? Because I'm gone a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm home a lot too, but I'm gone. It's extended periods.
Yeah.
It's 6-week runs of anywhere from 2 to 4 days a week that I'm gone, and
on a regular. It's not like it's
I don't know how he does it. I
mean, I have a little bit of a leg up because I have a Cassie, and a Cassie helps me keep my house. But I'm telling you what, so summer was starting, and in my head, I had a summer schedule ready. I had summer rules ready. I was like, I told the kids we're going to have summer meetings. We're going to talk about a team sport gone wrong in this marriage. They go, well, we want dad to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So me being a loving wife and feeling like, we'll let dad be a part of our summer team meeting. And he's not even here. And so they made up rules that I didn't agree with. And I finally looked at them the other day and I'm like, they said, first off, there was a bedtime that they wanted. But then I said, well, the bedtime's going to be a little bit earlier. One, because I want to go to bed. And then you can have 30 minutes in your room to kind of chill out and do your thing. Oh, yeah. No, they're breaking that rule. And then they said, we don't want you to wake us up by a certain time. Now, I don't know what evil part of me is in me deep down, but I want to wake a kid up on a summer day. I'm not saying 7. I'm not even saying 8. I'm saying if you're not up by 10, I think you should be awakened to be a part of the world. Yeah. Now, I know there's a lot of parents like, let them sleep. They need it, which is the same fight I got from my kids in the team meeting with my husband. Well, where's my partner in crime? Not here to help me get the rules going. Oh, it's a team sport.
Yeah, it's definitely a team sport.
Yeah.
I feel like Brian and I are very on the same page almost all of the time with parenting stuff. But on the flip side of that, every once in a while, he'll take the lead on something and I disagree. And I tend to just shut up about it because unless it was something like the foundation, it was like, oh, could you? But because I'm gone so much.
Yeah.
So and again, we overlap on so much when as far as agreeing on stuff. But yeah, it is a team sport, but sometimes think about it. Think about whatever your favorite sports team is. Think about if your kid plays on a team, there are certain players that hold more responsibility, and it's for a reason.
Oh, true.
Think about it. I mean, like, they've earned it. He's earned it. So I work really hard to shut my little mouth, my big mouth.
I know. I do it. We do a good job at that. If one of us disagrees about something immediately, we do not verbalize it in the moment.
Yeah.
We might go somewhere else and be like, hey, I don't think that's the right thing because whatever reason. But no,
but not in front of the kids for sure. Because you don't want to confuse that.
Exactly. Yeah. Do you have a good cop, bad cop in your house?
No, I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I feel like we do simply because I'm gone so much, but not really. I mean, we both discipline. So I think we both have.
Is one more disciplined than the other? I'm trying to make myself feel good right now, just so you know.
Not really.
No,
honestly,
really?
we're both pretty disciplinary.
Oh, so I'm the mean mom.
I guess.
Yeah, I know I am.
You said it.
I no. I am the most. I am absolutely the most disciplined of the two of us. Not disciplined. I have more rules than the two of us. Maybe is that, and I will be like, no, it's got to be this way, and they know that if that's why they wanted him in this meeting.
I have this theory, or at least for our family, and I've never relaxed enough to test it, but like. Because we have so many kids, I feel like if we are not strict, first of all, no offense to any parent, you make your choices, but like parents that put more emphasis on being friends with their kids than parenting them, have fun with that later on. It just so like I do genuinely just want my kids to be great humans and do everything they can, but also we are so outnumbered that like we could be like. We don't have a basement, but proverbially tied up in the basement real quick. Like, I feel like we have to be strict because the minute they feel like they can get away with stuff, like what are 6 of them going to accomplish? What if they work together? Holy bananas. So like, I feel like because we're so outnumbered, we have to be strict, which is why we're both the mean ones. I mean, we're not, but both the mean ones.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
So
I don't know if they probably don't call me mean, at least not to my face, but I am definitely that piece of that.
Sure they do to your back.
So I do have like a I don't know if psychology is the right word or why I think I'm more than Mike is. And I say this. So my dad passed on when I was young, 14, and he was definitely my mom was a disciplinarian, but my dad was like, when your dad comes home, like my mom used to pull that.
Very typical of the
time, stay at home mom, don't let me tell your dad, or I'm going to tell your dad when you get home. Well, he died when I was 14. So then I had my mom's rules and she did. And absolutely. I mean, I think she did a great job raising us, but I did just toot my own horn on that one. But Mike's dad was also a big disciplinarian in their home, very similar, although his mom did have a very important job in their house. As a nurse. And I think he saw how I say this, Mike has not said this in case his family members, but I think he saw how strict his dad was. He almost kind of has gone a little bit of the opposite direction to some degree. Whereas I only had my dad for 14 years.
Yeah.
I don't have it up until then, because it was very funny when I started meeting Tom, who I call my father-in-law, my father-in-love, because I do feel like I have been given a lot of different fathers figures in my life, and he's definitely one of them. And so when I first met him, there was a big funny joke that Mike was like, all right, here's the rules, meeting my family for the first time. Like, my dad is Mr. Horn. You are not to call him, by his first name. And he goes by Tom to his close family, and another John, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And so I was like, his mom comes to me and she says, I want you to call him Tom the first time you meet him. And I'm like, oh, I can't. My boyfriend's telling me, no, I can't do it this way. She's like, and so then she's egging me on. And I'm like, crap, don't challenge me for a fun time, because I will absolutely show up. So I literally, the first time I met him, Mike, for weeks was like, don't you dare, Kimberly. I know you think your Southern charm is going to just charm everybody, but it's Mr. Horn. And I'm like, I got it. And then the mom in the background, I go up to meet him and I shake him and he's like, Dad, meet Kimberly. Kimberly, meet my dad. And I said, hi, Mr. Horn. It's nice to meet you. And I said, hey, so I really like to call people by their first name. Are you good if I call you Tom? I could feel the laser on the side of my head. So if I had to look at the sport that is my marriage, it's probably constantly Michael taking me off the ledge.
That's hilarious. Gosh, it's so funny. Brian is so supportive of me, like almost to the point where I'm like, are you sure? Like, he's like, I've never had a bad idea.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
they gotta think we have bad ideas.
Well,
how do they hide it so well?
No, I guess never was a strong word. I instantly saw the faces he's made at me over certain things. But in general, like, he really is so supportive that I'm like, you gotta watch it because you give me a lot of leash, I'm gonna run. Like,
seriously.
Yeah.
Mike and I are that way too. I've said to him, like, don't you wish sometimes you had a wife who didn't want to, build something every single day? And he's like, what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
When I left a very secure job, he was like, you got this. Like, I would be like, what's the plan, dude?
Yeah. I know, see, I would too. That's
like, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Now, Brian is quiet.
Yes.
So when do you know, like, you gotta step up or change your tactic? Like, because he's such a quiet guy. Like, I feel like when he does talk, I'm always like, what's Brian gonna say?
There's a lot of, his face says a lot.
Yeah.
His energy says a lot. There's sounds that come out of him.
Okay.
I've gotten very fluent in Brian, and it's not always words that he communicates with. So it doesn't take much. He doesn't hide things as well as you might think he does from what you see.
Sure, I'm sure.
Like, I know where he stands pretty much all the time.
Do you guys have, like, Michael will say to me, I'll get a look on my face. He's like, don't get that look. Or Mike will do something with his mouth and his eyes. He blinks really fast. I'm like, I saw that. I saw what you just did there.
Yeah, I probably call Brian out on that stuff more than he does me. Not to say that I don't do it.
Oh, no.
But yeah, more like he'll get it's a lot to live our life, and he'll get worked up over things, and then the same tone will come over at me, and I'll be like,
yeah.
Oh, those are your kids too. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
You can get mad at me when I did something.
When I did something, don't
or we could be mad together, but like that, like you can take that right back.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
We had recently, the kids have been, it's not been as recent as it has. The kids have gotten a lot better at it. They'll come home and they'll be like, so-and-so gets to do X and so-and-so gets to do Y. And I'm like, well, you know how, and why do we have to do so many chores? And this friend doesn't have to. And I said, well, you know how you fix that, right? And they go, how? And I said, well, go find out if they're looking for more kids. And then you could just have a new mommy. That's not very fair. So they came home recently and they said, you guys are so strict. Oh, they were just telling me, that's what it was. Mom, you guys are so strict. Our friends have social media. They have whatever it was. I don't even remember all the things that they had. And I was like, seriously? I'm strict? And I was like, they're like, why are you smiling? So Mike walks into the room at that exact time. And I said, Mike, let me tell you something. And I said, I just found out, like, we're the most strict parents. We do this, this, and this. And literally we look at you there, we start laughing and we high five each other, not planned. And the kids are like, how?
They hated that so much.
Hated it so much. And I was like, Dad and I are on the same page. Yeah. I mean, I
get that from our kids all the time.
Yeah.
And I just, like, what? Great. Go live with them. I don't know what to tell you. You won't.
Yeah. You won't, because they ain't going to put up with your craziness.
You don't want their life.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're telling you. You don't know how much of that is true, first of all. And you can thank us later for the strict.
I say that all the time. I'll say to them, hey, this is going to, and I know my parents used to say this to me too, like, you'll thank me when you get older. And you're like, yeah, whatever. And you're like, oh God, you're right. I do thank you for being that way.
Yeah.
Do your kids answer shop?
That took me a minute to figure out what you're even talking about. They will once in a while, but again, we're pretty lucky that, like, even if we don't know that's what they're doing, like, we're pretty same page on stuff. It doesn't work as well. Like, I think, and trust me, I've seen marriages where there really is a good cop and a bad cop. And like, I think in that instance, obviously it could be really helpful to answer shop. But I mean, it usually just bites them anyway.
It bites ours in the butt, because they'll ask one thing about something, or they've done something, and him and I will go and give our separately what we think or whatever. And that's exactly what Dad said. And I'm like, buddy, it's not our first rodeo. I mean, you're our first kids, but I mean, it's not our first rodeo. Like we literally we got this. We know what it is. So I love it. I love it. It is a team sport though.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a saying, we had friends of ours who said something like their kid they had raised them fairly, I would call it strict.
Yeah.
Our kids would call it strict. I call it with accountability, but whatever.
Yeah.
But they would say something like, we're just going to give them, they started getting a little bit lax on their kids. We're just going to give them enough rope to hang them. And I'm like, meaning we're going to give them some latitude, right? And I look at that now and I'm like, they get zero latitude from me. I don't, because the kid said something today and they said, you can trust us. I said, oh, trust isn't spoken, trust is earned. If I got to watch this happen.
Well, it's just, I think part of it is generational. Like, I think our kids are just, unfortunately, they live in an instant gratification society, whether it's good or not, which I don't think it is. And so it's just funny, like, someone will get in trouble for XYZ in our house, and then they'll be good for a day. Like a day. And then it's like they think that everything's been erased and they have full freedom. And I'm like, this is not how this works. Like, this is not.
It's like their little brains are like little dogs. They say dogs, like when you leave, it doesn't matter if you leave for 5 minutes or 5 hours. They think the time is the same amount. They're like, but I was good for 5 minutes. I should be done with this. You're like, no.
It's so funny. Yesterday, Noah blew up about something. We were 2 weeks into summer camp, 3, whatever it is, and he's already lost or broken 2 water bottles. And I'm like,
how?
Don't even get me started. Well, of course, neither one was his fault.
No. Oh, yeah. That's a whole nother subject. Yeah.
And I'm talking to him about it. And, he's got this like cool guy attitude now, which and he didn't like blatantly laugh in my face, but his response was essentially like, well, like whatever, like no big deal. And I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, no, get away. And it was so funny because I was like, you need to go right now because I'm going to lose it because I can't handle this attitude. And Brian was like, nope, sit down right there. And that was one of those times like, oh, no, I'm not going to stop you. He's like, no, you'll sit here and you'll fix your attitude. You don't get to go to your room and go play and stuff. Like, no, you're not acting like this. I was like, thanks for having my back. Ugh.
I do feel like Michael's the 100% person that always has my back. Whether he agrees with me. Oh, yeah,
Brian always has my,
Yeah, agrees with me, doesn't agree with me, wants to beat me up, strangle me, all the different things that are out there. Hug me.
Oh my goodness.
But it is a team sport. Isn't that interesting? I do think because we see it, so this is another little Kimberly thing. I do think this is why you and I also get along a lot, I believe, is because we see this is such a team sport and we get the ability to have that. That's the longevity I think that our relationships will have.
Well, I will say, like, I was sitting here just now thinking, like, I've obviously been around couples and families where there's a lot of tension and things aren't good. And it sucks if that's what you're in. And if that's what you're in,
it does.
I'm sorry. But also I would sit there and I would think to myself, are you treating it like a team sport? Because I feel like if I look, you don't see it as well when you're a kid, right? But like, if I look back, I feel like most of the people that I spend time with now are in pretty healthy relationships, which is, that's probably by design, whether I meant it or not. But I look back in younger years at being around couples that really feel like not in super great condition or kids that favor one parent big time over another. And it usually is like one half of the couple has taken on so much that the other one feels left out, or they're making decisions without consulting. And I don't know, God, if your marriage does not feel like a team sport and you'd like to stay married, I don't know, I'd probably encourage you to rope your partner in and let's have some conversations, get on the same page. It's so important.
I have said that to Mike. I said, because it should be the same team, not opposing team sports. Like it can't, you can't be team one and that's team two.
No.
Same team sport. But I've said that to Michael. I'm like, if we ever get, that's why we do vacations once a year. Like if we ever get sideways.
You got to reset.
We got to reset. I'm like, we'll do therapy. We'll do whatever, counseling. We'll do whatever we need to do because that means the most to me. And you and I have talked about that quite a bit on doing that. So anyways,
cool.
Maybe we need team names for our thing. I mean, I know we have our last name, but we need to.
I feel like it's your last name, but.
Oh, okay. Well, don't let
Feel free to make it weirder.
I can make it weird. All right. Who thought this was a good idea?
Go for it.
Okay. So we just got back from Texas.
Yes, we did.
And this is big in Texas, this is big in Austin, and I'm sure there is some structural reason why it's this way, but they have those, not the roundabouts where you have like circles.
I don't know what to call those things.
What are they? If you miss
they're wrong.
They're wrong. If you miss an exit, you're a mile or two past that you have to go up the road, circle around. Like you don't exit off. You literally just circle, and they have like these little bypasses, and you got to go all the way back. I can't tell you how many of those. One that we almost missed.
I think they call them beltways, right? Like very. I feel like, isn't that what there's a lot of them? Oh God, I should remember because we were both.
I feel like we're not even explaining this well. If you're not watching it, it is not going to help you.
Just think of like a mega intersection where there's like
big intersection
where it's like 16 directions coming into like it's just insane. And so there is no like, oh, I missed, I'll just turn around. Like, no, you're gonna go drive 3 cities down before you can turn around.
Turn around.
It is. I mean, I've been to Austin so many times, and I think Austin's a super cool city before anybody grabs their pitchfork. But driving in Austin is
San Antonio is exact same way.
Literally awful to me. I've been to San Antonio, but never driven.
Yeah, no, I drove there a lot, and that's where I experienced the first time.
It's a Texas thing for sure.
The way
their infrastructure is designed, and I'm sure there was some sort of. It's the same thing. I mean, here we're not like right here, but in our general area, we're starting to get those weird. I don't know what they're called, but like those crisscross intersections where you change direction.
Yes.
I don't understand why that's better. It makes zero sense to me, but you know,
they
whatever.
have that near my mom.
I'm not an engineer.
You literally cross the entire interstate to exit on the short of those loop.
I just don't understand why it.
I don't get it.
First of all, can we just acknowledge that you just said loop-de-loop? I don't understand how it's better.
I don't either.
I actually understand traffic circles better than that, but I know that's a controversial topic. I don't love them. I
don't like them because they slow me down, but they are.
Well, they slow you down, but they're never stopped, I guess is my point. Like they move. Whereas like these big giant intersections, you sit and wait forever. I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
I thought that was a good idea. We travel a lot. And I sleep in a lot of hotels, and I don't think ever I have slept in a hotel where the hotel room is actually dark.
Yeah.
And why is there not somebody in the hotel designing business that can figure out a way
to black it out,
create a hotel room that you can actually make dark enough to get a good night's sleep? It's either horrible window coverings that are basically sheer, or window coverings that hang so far away from the window that of course lots of light gets in. Or in Austin, our hotel rooms, there was this nightlight in like a built-in nightlight for the record.
Couldn't pull it out because sometimes you couldn't pull them out.
Unplug it.
Yeah.
And there wasn't a switch to it either. I've seen ones like this where you can actually like hit a button and turn it off.
Yeah.
It was this nightlight that was like in the bathroom. When I tell you this nightlight was like police officer at 2 a.m. bright, like it was ridiculous. It didn't matter how well, like no matter what, every hotel room I go in, I can't just.
They even had that little little refrigerator that was a glass front.
I did figure out how to turn that off.
Oh yeah, I didn't. But I sleep with something. So that I'll tell you, I sleep with something over my eyes.
Yes, you sleep with the bougie lady eye thing.
I know.
I have tried putting one of those things on, and I'm such a weird sleeper. I can't.
Well, you already have something on your eyes all the time as it is. You probably like at night whenever.
Yeah, I just don't like. But they're like, they touch your eye. Like, I don't want it. I don't like it.
They touch you. No, I will say there are some hotel rooms you're like, and I agree that they should have blackout shades. You have to wait for you to do it.
Yeah, I had one recently in Santa Fe, New Mexico that I might as well just not have closed the curtains at all.
Is that right?
It was so bright. I was like, what are these made out of paper?
Yeah.
What is happening? It was, so I don't know why hotel designers make hotel rooms impossible to sleep in. Do they think that's going to make you want to come back? I don't.
They need a gentle light so you can find the bathroom. Like the ones where.
Yeah, but give me an option to turn it off.
So these are in probably the fancier hotels where. But I've seen them in the ones that we stay in for travel, like not super fancy. When you walk to the bathroom, the light turns on. Have you seen those? They're like underneath the, they now make them where they're like underneath the dressers.
No, you're a cut above. I have not seen that.
You haven't seen those?
No.
Oh, so the whole room will.
They don't got them in the Motel 8s. Sure, I just offended somebody, and I don't stay in. I'd honestly sleep in my car before I'd stay there.
Yeah, you need hotel rooms.
So now I double offended. Sorry.
Indoor, not outdoor. No.
Yeah.
But yeah, they make it where they'll black out. The rooms are fairly blacked out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're to your level of blackout or not. But then when you wake up, like if you make a movement, the sensor of the movement will put a small light on the floor by the dresser, and then there's a small light on the floor by the bathroom.
You're staying in fancier places than I do.
I am. Yeah. I can't think what name the hotel was. Listen, me and hotels up.
Look, in fairness, work travel, I'm not ever booking the literal cheapest option because I don't want to get stabbed.
But we're not going to spend.
But I do not stay in fancy places for work. I pay my own expenses. Yeah. I like profit. I would rather stay in nicer places when I travel, although they still don't light up when I walk. So
yeah. Well, now I'm going to figure out which one it is, and I'm going to tell you where it is. So you can go. I did the same thing for our travel too. I'm not looking for the most expensive. I want a place to lay my head, go to sleep, and get up and go. All right.
All right, friends. Like, subscribe,
share,
tell a friend. Tell us we're ridiculous. I don't care, but just interact with us.
Give us some ideas on We Meant Well. It's like, what have you done? Like, we do some stupid things.
Yeah, I would really love to start highlighting some other people's dumb at some point.
I would too.
Dumb, funny.
Yeah, any of those things.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.